cereal,
Nay.
and Takis.
Sorry about that. I just got a small snack. Only $4.
Did you get my text?
No.
I texted Alec too.
You didn't get your mother red vines.
She never said anything about red.
Yeah,
Vines.
she
I
texted.
texted you.
Send me
It's fine. It's
I never
fine.
got
It's
it.
fine.
Send me a can.
All right, hold on. I gotta get
$3 left over, huh?
2 boxes of cinnamon toast crunch.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's a real Toast Crunch.
Ashton thought it would be a bright idea to say no to Kroger Plus or whatever.
Ashton! So you did not get him for $4 then?
No.
That's why I told Alec what the number was.
He was busy getting his own drink. It took me like 5 seconds to get the drink. No, it took you like 5 minutes.
Are we ready?
Yep.
I'm going on another amazing adventure. Let's go on another amazing adventure. If you're here with me, I got all I need for another amazing adventure.
Okay, here's the deal. This video is going to be a little bit different. Yes, we're still going to share some travel footage, this time from New York State, but I think we should probably give a little bit of context behind it before we dive into the footage itself. You see, the summer of 2023, which is when we actually shot this footage, was the start of an unexpected detour in our adventures. See, we've been planning to visit New York State anyway, and we were all set to leave when Emily started feeling pretty bad. A day or two before we left, she actually went to the doctor, and they had some blood work done. But she was told as long as she was feeling up to it, we could still go on our trip, and we just needed to follow up when we got back if things didn't improve. Of course, that's all Emily needed to hear. So off to New York State we went. We stayed last night at the Love's RV stop. This one's just outside of Cleveland. It's basically a truck stop with about 6 or 7 RV hookups.
And a really good dog park that's kind of wet, but it worked.
We also happened to notice while we were stopped that our license plate was missing. Thankfully, there's a BMV close by, and we were still in our home state, so we got a temporary tag to throw in the back window until we could get where we were going. If you just need a quick stop and need to be able to turn on your AC, it's great, because you can turn that on. You can run enough water if you need to brush your teeth or something like that, use the bathroom. Don't use the shower, because when it comes time to dump your tanks, you're not going to be able to. We're going to have to go a few miles down the road to a KOA and take advantage of their dump station. But other than that, you get all the luxuries of a truck stop. If you need to run inside and use the restroom, you can. They've got showers if you want to use them. There's an Arby's at this one, so we got breakfast. By and large, not too bad.
This is the New York Welcome Center. As you can see, it's not exactly your typical rest area.
The next campground we stayed at was the Ridge Campground that had a band playing that night called Tailor Made. As you can see, Alec had quite a ball.
As smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Strawberry wine.
Where are we right now?
Letchworth State Park.
All right, let's go.
There's a reenactment of that. There's a reenactment of that. Cause see the bridge? Those two bridges? And then see the water? reenactment. Ooh, what's up here? Just looking up here. Okay.
Ellen, say hi.
I already got a close up of them.
Would you base jump off of this?
Is that thing where you have a cord and then you jump off? And
it's where you have a parachute.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
You jump straight out and then you open your parachute and you. Would you base jump off of this?
Yeah. How about them things that like are like under your armpits like that and like on your legs and you just glide around?
So, can you drive down to that part?
If I look like I'm out of breath, it's because we just walked back up the steps from the lower falls while everybody else walks to the next stop. They didn't want to have to climb the stairs again, so we're going to drive down and meet them there after I get some oxygen. And Alec decided he was going to come with me because I'm an old fart and he didn't want me to have a heart attack on the way back up. Right?
Yeah.
What happened to the camera?
Mom has it.
Why?
Because she wanted to.
Hey, guys, I want to get a picture of you. Stand next to your dad. Or sit. Stand up. I want to get a picture of us. Or, well, I guess sit. Sit or stand.
Whatever.
Probably can see the waterfall if we sit. Right here is the best shot. Here, do a selfie. Best. Okay. Ashton. Is this on? Can you see it?
I don't know.
No, don't push it. I don't want
I'm
it.
not.
Okay.
Just walk.
Okay. Hey, Alec, I thank you. Tomorrow's Ashton's turn. The next day's Aiden's turn. We're going to rotate, okay? For dog pooping. Thank you.
By the way, you made the right decision not to walk back up.
Why?
That was a hike.
My knees feel like jello right now. I was like, I don't know how he would have done with no water. Hey, what kind of ice cream do you want?
Oh, let me check the menu. Where the flavors at?
Probably inside. Do you know what you want, Kyle?
Vanilla cone with rainbow
There's
sprinkles.
flavors right here.
All right, Ashton,
It's
come.
right here.
There, soft
No.
serve, vanilla chocolate twisted flavor.
And then you have these.
Here, I'll take him to get water.
Okay,
You go.
all right. Hi. Okay. I was going to say we could go since we're all done eating, and they could just take theirs in the car, but that is not going in the car.
Remember last time that happened? What, the rental car?
That too, but you also had that exact same thing happen in the Pathfinder.
That's because Aiden punched me. Yeah, and there was like finger marks, swipes everywhere.
Yeah, it looked like it was everywhere, but it was the chocolate ice cream. The next morning, we visited Taganic Falls and then headed into Ithaca.
Where did Dad go?
I don't know. Read that.
People have died and swimming here. Okay. Where'd you go?
The cameras are running?
Yeah.
Good. Fall Creek Gorge. This is a long bridge. Kind of wobbly too. Didn't look that wobbly from the side. I guess this netting is to keep people from jumping off or falling off. That would be a long way down. Look at that. I wonder if anyone's ever bungee jumped off of this before. This bridge looks really sturdy, but as you walk on it, it's very shaky, and you can kind of see how the gates keep it from how they're wiggling. But the bridge itself is really shaky, even though it looks really sturdy. So it could be a little unnerving, especially if you're afraid
You're right over top of
the waterfall below you, and if you have a fear of heights, I wouldn't recommend this. There's Taco Bell on the steering wheel. You wouldn't think from the front that this looks as big as it is. Or it's deep. Look at that. Careful. This is literally a waterfall in the middle of a suburban street. If you happen to catch our reel not too long ago about losing our license plate, we just got pulled over for it in New York. which I absolutely 100% expected to happen eventually anyway. Thankfully, there wasn't.
Turn left.
Oh, shut up.
Or I could have played Flashing Lights by Kanye West.
Shut up.
But we know he got pulled over because he was doing 50 and a 30.
I can neither confirm nor deny that because I don't particularly recall.
And I was like, well, it's 30. Slow
40.
down.
I was doing the speed limit, maybe.
So he
kinda.
slowed down at 40 after passing the cop. And then the cop realized there was a temporary tag in the back window that he couldn't see.
It's all good.
At the stop sign.
He was
turn
very
left onto
kind.
Yes.
Route 228.
No,
Yes.
no warning or anything. Just
No
checked
tail
everything,
bashing.
made sure that the plate was good, and we're on our way.
No leg bashing, luckily.
But it did its job. After reporting the license plate stolen, because we don't know if it was stolen or lost, it did its job. They checked, verified that that plate goes with this car. So that's what we wanted, right? In case
Yes.
somebody's running around in a car with our license
Turn
plate.
right onto Cooley at Camp Road.
Hang on, stop. Come here. Stand next to that sign. Look excited.
What if I went up to the top of the steps real quick? Got some scared feet.
Gorge Trail.
Fine.
This is what, no, that goes up to like the campground. I don't think you want to.
Not even up to the top of the steps.
No, I'll do that. How you holding up?
Okay.
We're a little over halfway there.
We're at the, I believe, coming up on the Rainbow Falls.
I think that might be one of our kids in the water up there. You look a little wet.
It's wet.
Yeah, I saw your head under the water.
No, you didn't. You tried to trick me into thinking that his hat fell.
Be his hat.
I kind of believed it for a second because of how stupid he is. Put the GoPro on your waterproof, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that is cold. No, it's not. That is ice cold. Chicken. It's cold. No, it's not.
What I'm feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all.
You got someone lost from all the way over there.
Now, a couple of days into this trip, we got a call from Emily's primary care advising her to get additional blood work done. That in and of itself didn't really bother us too much, and we didn't think too much of it until it was suggested that we find a lab close to where we were traveling to get that blood work done sooner rather than later. As you can imagine, that was a little bit of a red flag, and it was enough for us to decide to cut the trip short and head back home so she could get that further testing done and hopefully find out just what was going on. After visits with multiple specialists over the next several months, Emily finally began treatment for lupus. Now, since lupus is an autoimmune disease, she was placed on immunosuppressants, which means that she could be a lot more susceptible to illness in general. In fact, when we went to the Tampa RV show this past January, she came home with a really bad case of the flu, partly because she was on those immunosuppressants. Don't know if it was associated with staying in an Airbnb, but we decided that unless there's no other option, we're going to skip Airbnbs and hotels as much as possible and stick to RV travel wherever we can. Unfortunately, another factor with the lupus is increasing mobility issues, making it difficult for Emily to not just get around in general, but also inside the RV, since the wolf pup that we have can be somewhat cramped. And if you pay close attention in our videos, you might actually notice that her walking seems pretty labored and stiff, although we've done our best to edit around that as much as we can. Now, don't get us wrong. That doesn't mean that we're done with traveling. If anything, it's encouraged us to travel more. We don't know what the future holds, especially when it comes to Emily's health and mobility, so we want to keep doing what we've been doing for as long as we still can, especially while she is still able to. Our prayer is that will be for many years to come, but at the same time, we know we need to pace ourselves, and we don't want to overdo it and wind up putting Emily in a worse position than she already is. Now, part of that includes looking at our options for possibly upgrading our RV rig to something a little more accommodating. Like I said, the Wolf Pup's been a great little trailer, but mobility issues coupled with 3 growing teenagers has meant that we've pretty much outgrown it, even without the mobility issues. Our goal is to find something that will work both for space and for Emily to be able to move around easily in, and safely. That doesn't mean we're going to disappear from this channel, though. We still have a backlog of videos, and we're going to be working on putting those together and getting those online, including our most recent trip to Kansas and Colorado. They just may be spaced out a little bit while we work through this particular chapter, so bear with us while we get this schedule down and continue to put out footage for you. We do want to thank you for hanging in there with us, though. We still have quite a few plans on the books for the near future, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. That way you don't miss out on anything. We're also still very active on our Facebook and Instagram pages, so if you don't already, please follow us there. Our handle is @another.amazing.adventure. And as always, thanks for watching, and be looking out for our next video coming very soon.
I need another amazing adventure.
You know what Lucky Charms marshmallows really are?
Marshmallows.
No,
What?
circus peanuts.
Which is a marshmallow.
Those candies are